everybody. I'm sitting here waiting for a bunch of deliveries to get here that I don't want to miss. So I am occupying my time by making a new song parody. And today I decided to do Dan Fogelberg's old classic, Same Old Lang Syne. This song actually is a great song and it's one of my favorites by him, but I decided to parody it because I was inspired by an incident that happened a few months ago that I wrote a parody for. A friend of mine who now lives in France and is from my hometown had asked me to read some comments left by somebody else from our hometown. I didn't actually know this person. We had a very brief exchange. I ended up blocking him because he was a big-time Trump fan and we got nothing in common. I found him kind of rude and unpleasant. But today I watched the video that I made about that incident, and it occurred to me that at this time of year, it would not be out of the question to run into that person if I were in my hometown. I could run into them at the liquor store or the grocery store and have an exchange with them. And maybe it wouldn't be as pleasant as it was in Fogelberg's song. Perhaps I might realize that this was someone I had a crush on. And now I'm thanking God for unanswered prayers. So that is what this song is about, but it isn't based on anything that has happened to me. I don't actually go to liquor stores here. Here you can go to the grocery store to buy alcohol, or you can buy it online. And I don't actually even go to the military stores very often. If this was going to happen, it probably would happen at AFES. But I don't go to AFES unless there's some reason for me to be on post, and that's almost never. So it's just a figment of my fantasy world. But I do think it could happen. It could happen to you. It could happen to my friend who does occasionally go back to Gloucester. So and that's what I would like for you to keep in mind. And if you do choose to watch it, I hope you will stick around to the end because I think that's the best part. So, on with the arts.
Saw my high school crush in the liquor store while buying booze for New Year's Eve. Tried to sneak by him in the champagne aisle, but he blocked my path to leave. He didn't recognize my face at first. My nervous laugh gave me away. That crazy cackle's always been a curse. It sounds like a donkey's bray. Cast a look at my big liquor haul, and then he smirked in disbelief. I glared defiantly at his judgment and his nicotine-stained teeth. Tried to maneuver past his MAGA hat. The narrow aisle made that too hard. I guess my New Year's resolution is to finally shed some lard. Recalling teenage innocence now that I'm middle-aged. Realize how very much I've changed since my awkward 80s teen angst phase. He said he voted straight Republican, and he's believing every lie. The MAGA mindset may not be his friend, but he still loves that fucking guy. I said the years had been real good to me, and that I'm voting solid blue. Seeing the world has helped me gain wisdom, now that I finally see the truth. He said he's seen my foes to face with friends, and TDS he thinks I've got. I argue TDS does not exist. The Epstein files will explain a lot. By then I wanted to escape and thought about just how. I tried to end our chat politely, but he would not allow. Wondered how I'd ever crushed on him back in our high school days. Only explanation I have is hormonal fueled pubescent craze. His fetid breath wafted right past my nose. His MAGA sneering made me cringe. The conversation clearly ended there, 'cause my head began to twinge. I grabbed the champagne and stifled a cough, and resolving to escape, finally told him to fuck all the way. Oh,